for that level, just because it's very difficult to find a uniform set of horses for a national event like that kids can ride. That's very, very difficult. Very difficult. So sometimes you're not tested enough. But you understand all the maneuvers that can be asked of you and what little bit of time you have left. For me, just a suggestion is that you work on your fundamentals of maneuvers every day, because controlling every body part of your horse and having the confidence that you can control that body part when you get on this horse you don't know, gives you information for conversation with this new friend. And that's the way I want you to look at it. I think a large percentage of your success is mental. We know you can ride. You wouldn't need it, right? A huge part of your success at that event is going to be mental. And if you have the attitude that I am making a friend with this horse, we are going to figure each other out on the rail so that I know how to apply the fundamental skills that I have to go knock this test out. I got this pattern. You can feel that horse as you go down the rail, maybe leg yield a little bit as you come in, feel him move off of an aid, see if he'll come into your hand, maybe half halt once or twice somewhere throughout the pattern. And I'm not saying school, don't take me that way, but that is why your event is set up the way it's set up. They give you the opportunity on the rail to get to know your horse. Okay, that's why you have your rail work before your pattern work. You're getting to know how good a friend that you can develop with this horse. And that's what it needs to look like to me as a judge. That you're not up there going, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? You're up there going, I got this. We've made a relationship. I've got enough feel. I've got enough fundamentals. I've got enough education of horse and skill control. That's the definition of horsemanship, right? Go on. That's the definition of horsemanship. Control. Control is a huge key word. Your equitation astride a horse. Good equitation skills in a Western saddle, a lot of people would say, because we relate horsemanship to the Western tack, right? Your equitation astride a horse, your skill to communicate with that horse in a Western saddle, your ability to communicate. Now, we also hear a lot of times the term form to function. That term was actually brought into use by architects, builders, right? That's where it came from years and years and years and years ago.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go.
If you guys have heard
Go.
the form to function, any of you guys on the judging team or anything like that, we usually hear it more that way, right? The form to function, as it relates to equitation and horsemanship, is over the years, coaches, like the elders, judges, have decided this horsemanship form that we teach you, okay, is the form or the shape that your body needs to be in to best communicate to that horse. That's what that term is about when we hear form to function. So that basic horsemanship form, once again, fundamental. Don't forget them. Don't forget your fundamentals. We'll talk about them a lot as I look at you. Your base in your lower leg, for me, is the most fundamental, important part of the horsemanship skill. You gotta have the seat at the base of the lower leg. Got it. Okay? right here that we have to have. If we get too much of a hunt seat, tilt forward in our flexor region, we're losing one of the fundamental parts of the Western body that has to be open and down into our seat bones, okay? So thigh placement is so important for that. We want that thigh, our inside of our thigh against the saddle, and our thigh pretty straight, guys. We're going to have some bend to our knee, of course, you guys know this. But focusing on thigh placement when you get, how many of you guys, I'm sure this is what your coaches have you do, get in your 2-point position when you get in your tack so that you can move your leg back and get your leg in position. Everybody do that right off the bat? Yep. Everybody know what I'm talking about? Okay. I'm sure everybody does that. One of the things that I'm sure you've been told 100 times, when you draw a horse at these events, you're not always lucky to get a saddle that really fits you perfect. So that is one of the biggest struggles I run into at these events. And I'm sure you guys feel that frustration many times or have when you go to these events. We really struggle finding that saddle. So thigh placement and finding the center of your seat. The cantle of your saddle is not for you to lean back against. That's not what it's about, okay? Make sure you're in the center of your saddle and have your thigh placed. The rest kind of stretches up from there and falls down from there and falls together. Depth of heel and use of lower leg, extremely important. Now that is something that's super important to me, and I am going to really have a lot to say about that as you ride. But I do know the 2 judges that you're showing to very well, and judged with both of them. And so a lot of the things I will say to you, I know are pet peeves of theirs. And they're very good fundamental judges, so pretty much anything, that's why they were hired. They're great horsemanship judges, so you'll be fine, I'm sure. But knowing some of the things that they're really big on, it never hurts, right? Never hurts. So I'll try to share some of that with you when we talk later on this afternoon. Give me a show of hands of everybody that has read the horsemanship rules in the AQHA rule book. Okay. I appreciate your honesty. I'll have to tell you, if I had been sitting in this circle, I would have probably lied. If I were you, if I had not raised my hand. Like I said, I might hurt some feelings before the day's over with. But that, I'm really sad to see, guys. Really disappoints me that you didn't raise your hand that you read the rules. I never was much on school myself, but if I knew, and this is not cheating, but if I knew I could get a hold of 1 or 2 pages of exactly what I was going to be tested on right before the test, and just live, sleep, and breathe the word for word that I knew without a doubt was going to be on that test, I got it, and I read it, and I knew it. Even if I had not gone to class, which I was notorious for in college, never going to class. So I was always in search of what's on the test. You know what's on the test? I was always in search of that. I'm being honest, I never went to class. I was always at the barn, on a judging team, trip, or something. You have an opportunity. There's 2.5 pages. That's all. That's all the information. 2.5 pages. That's all it is in the rule book. Word for word, condensed, detailed, before and the morning of your event. They review it. Trust me, I know both of these judges. I've judged with them. That's what we do. They will watch horsemanship videos the day or two before they go, look at their score sheets, get settled in their brain, their rules, their information. Why would you not want to know that information, word for word? Why? So, once again, that's my challenge to you. Study that. Know exactly what's going to be on your test. Know exactly what they're thinking and how their brain is thinking when you walk in that arena. There's no reason that you don't already know that. Okay? So, keep your own hiney for me when you get off today for not doing it already. And make sure you do that before you go. Time and time again. The night before. Mental preparation is huge. And the confidence that you will have when you go into a test knowing what's on it. Between today and reading your rule book, there's no reason you can't be beyond confident. Okay? Just beyond confident. There's a lot of different things you can do mentally, and we can talk about those a little more later too, so we can get to riding now when we have our little session at the end of the day that you guys might have any questions or anything at that time. But that's just an overview of what I want you to be thinking about. How to communicate with your horse the best you can. And today's going to be easy because you know these horses, right? You know these horses. But that's something that you're going to have to really get your mindset. It is obvious to a judge when a rider comes in and they're mad at the horse they're riding. The horse's ears tell me. The horse's gait tells me if you're nervous, tells me if you've been jerking on this horse, the horse's expression, the horse's way of moving down the rail. Everything tells me what's going on. I need to have the impression, and when we track off here in just a second, that's one of the first things I'm looking at. Are you making an attempt to communicate with this horse, get along with this horse, ride with this horse instead of against this horse, and make this happen? You don't get many do-overs. Sometimes the judge will reward you another horse. But let me tell you the fastest way to not get another horse. Let's say you get a bad draw, and this horse is not being easy to get along with. But during the first part of that ride, if I notice as a judge that you're not making an honest horseman attempt to be kind to the horse, to make this work, to be soft, to ride with instead of against this horse, you think I'm going to give you a safe ticket on another one? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's my phone. Sorry.